Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
Hello, welcome back to Life Midwife and Crafting with Kelly and Katie today, but we're not doing crafting as such. I recruited her to do another baking session. Actually,
It happens.
I don't even think it's baking, is it? We're making
mince.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie and she can...
So according to this, I have never made this before, so you guys are the trial run. Hopefully it turns out. These are called cream cheese mince. Kelly found them on the internet. So the ingredients that you need are a brick of cream cheese, or 8 ounces, or 250 grams, depending on which country we're in. 4 tablespoons of salted sweet cream butter, softened, so this has been sitting on the countertop. 4 tablespoons is also about a 1/4 cup, if you prefer to measure it that way. We will need some pure peppermint extract.
I
have cinnamon extract and mint peppermint extract. So those are the flavors we're rolling with today. You will need 2 pounds of powdered sugar or icing sugar, depending on what country you're in, or 7.5 cups. But I'm not so positive on that. So I have the Costco 1 kilogram bag, which is 2.2 pounds, and we're gonna roll with that. And then you will need some food coloring, and then some additional powdered sugar for rolling out the mince. So we have the bag just for making the mince, and then some additional for rolling.
Oh, and vanilla.
And we also have vanilla extract for the flavoring as well. This is a Mexican one.
Yes, and it is so good.
It was made the 15th of May of 2022, according to this, and made in Mexico.
You can get it at the Mexican grocery store.
The one down south?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say Michael brought a big container of it back when he went on the mission trip,
Mm-hmm.
and...
They actually opened that grocery store in Steinbach now.
Oh, they have like 2 branches? Is
Yeah.
it the same one?
Yeah.
In both? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start this out, using a stand mixer or a hand mixer, I recommend stand mixer by the amount of mixing that I see coming into this recipe.
The arm's going to be like, oh.
I don't want to hold a hand mixer, but then again, I haven't used one in years. Don't try to do a 12-cup meringue with a hand mixer.
Oh.
Lesson learned the hard way. So
I have a hand mixer story. It's so cute. So when Brittany and Janelle were little, so Brittany would have been about 3 or 4. It was Christmas time, and my mom took the kids out to buy me something for Christmas.
Okay, like you do.
And they decided that I needed a hand mixer because I didn't have one. And so they did, and they wrapped it. And then I don't even remember if it was Christmas Day or if it was the day before or whatever. And Brittany said, "Mommy, if you don't like the mixer we got, we can exchange it." It was before I opened it that she said that.
It happens. Yep. So the recipe says to take your cream cheese and your butter and mix them on medium-high speed until they are smooth. And it says that could be 1.5 to 2 minutes. By the way, I hate cream cheese boxes. I have opinions about this.
And Katie and I both agree that we don't see a difference between Philadelphia or No Name.
Yeah, or this is Compliment. So this looks like this was a Safeway store or a Sobeys or maybe Walmart. He went somewhere.
Food Fair, I think.
Food Fair. That also, I can't always keep track of who has which brands, but I know that's not a superstore brand.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my entire block of cream cheese, stick it in the mixer, and my 1/4 cup of butter. Stick that in the mixer. Set aside everything else. I'm going to lift up my mixing bowl and go to medium-high speed. cream cheese.
My thing is, we have to put enough flavoring in it, like mint or without, or cinnamon, whichever we choose, that Kevin doesn't taste the cream cheese.
I don't know what it tastes like right now, but I mean, all I've put in there is butter and cream cheese. So the fact that it smells like cream cheese.
Because when I told him what we were making, he was like, "Yeah." And on Saturday we had maple cheesecake at Len and Dorothy's, and he loved it. But then on Sunday we had pecan cheesecake, and it was too cream cheesy, and he didn't care for it.
So now it says to add the peppermint and vanilla extract.
So
actually, well, it wants both flavors and everything.
yeah, but I took cinnamon and peppermint, so I wasn't sure which one you would like preferably to mix with the vanilla.
Let's do the mint peppermint one. I mean, I like cinnamon too, but
Yeah.
if we have to start it early, I think the cinnamon might overpower.
Okay.
That's just a thought, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We could go cinnamon on all of them.
No, we'll go peppermint with all of them. That's fine.
Since it's the first time we've done the recipe, I like to stay as close to it as possible. And we are looking for 2 teaspoons of peppermint extract.
I just took both down to give you an option if you wanted it. That was all. Yep.
I always pour over the mixing bowl in case I spill. And I have noticed that on a lot of my extracts, make sure you close the lid very, very tight because they will evaporate.
Oh.
I had one up in the cupboard like fully evaporate, must have not gotten its lid on quite tight enough.
Oh, wow.
And then it's looking for half a teaspoon of vanilla. And this should overtake the smell of cream cheese.
I think vanilla extract is a normal thing to put with any cream cheese dessert, isn't it?
Yeah. I put it in, well, I might be hard pressed to find a recipe that I don't put vanilla in some way. So we go through a reasonable amount of vanilla.
Yeah, it seems to be a real something.
And then it says continue mixing for 1 to 1.5 minutes. But you know what? It helps if I put the bowl up.
Yep.
I have a different mixer at my house. Smells like candy canes.
Yeah.
Kate likes
can
candy
you ever
cane
smell it? I can smell it, and I'm sitting way over here.
So the one thing about the mint and peppermint extracts, they are very potent with smell. So I no longer smell cream cheese. No, I smell vanilla and peppermint.
Yeah. I think Brody's upset with his Katie.
Because I didn't stop to play.
He's right there.
So this says to reduce your mixer speed to low and then add the powdered sugar 1 cup at a time, mixing well after each cup.
If you want to, you can put the shield on.
I have the pouring shield, and I have found that I am better suited to not use the mixing shield. I get more all over the kitchen with the mixing shield on than just paying attention when I pour stuff in. But that could just be a me thing. Maybe I don't know how to use it well. All of those are possibilities. So I'm going to put the mixer on low speed and take my first cup of sugar.
So, in the States, it's called powdered sugar?
Yeah, because it's a powder, not a granule.
But I've always called it powdered sugar, but you know what?
In the stores in Canada, it's always called icing sugar, and I actually had to ask people if it was the same thing.
But you know what? It's growing up where I did is probably why,
Yeah, if you
right?
grew up in Southern Ontario,
Yeah.
you have a lot of U.S. influence over
Exactly.
vocabulary.
And that's probably why. Because I know it, like I've heard people say
And
icing
now you
sugar.
may
but-
also hear it called confectioner's sugar.
Yes, I've heard that too. Yeah, I've heard that too. But I think I'd probably just use whatever word, but powdered sugar, I knew exactly what.
No, it was one of those things. It says icing sugar
Yeah.
here, and all the one everywhere. I'm getting sugar all over.
Oh well.
I know how to clean it up when I'm done.
See, yeah, like when somebody says powdered sugar, I know exactly what you're talking about. But again, that's probably where I was raised, because I definitely, in the city I was raised, it was very much a U.S. influence, right?
Yep.
So
And all my friends who grew up in like Essex County.
yeah,
So aside from milk in bags, that's the only part that.
yeah. And contrary to beliefs, not all of Canada has milk in bags.
That's like in Ontario and some of the east. Everywhere, Manitoba westward, nobody has milk in bags. That
No.
is like a. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't use the whisk attachment. Regular blade on this for mixing.
And yes, the bags of milk is almost 1 gallon of milk. It's 3.6
6,
or something
7
like that.
liters or something.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing when we have a 4-liter milk container. It's about a gallon, but it's
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah.
But if you're like me and you live in a land of constantly doing conversions in your head, it's the closest.
Yeah. I actually have my Viewmaster from when I was a kid, with, you know, with the little
Yep.
discs that you put in. And it's in an old milk bag from the 70s that is in gallons, because we were in gallons
Yeah,
still back
because
then.
it was prior to 75, I think it was. So then it says to basically mix it until it is completely smooth. So I'm not quite seeing that, so I'm gonna up it a touch, do a little bit longer. So I noticed that there's a lot of it kind of working its way up the edge of the pan. So I'm
Right.
just going to push it all back down.
Katie hasn't had a kitchen to work in for a bit. Her and Mike are remodeling their kitchen.
Yes. But we're getting there.
Oh! You got news to tell our viewers, because you haven't talked to them since.
Well, since we got a posting out of the country possibly going on, we had to get married so that our paperwork could all be done under one married status and not have to start again partway through.
They were going to get married anyway, just not until the summer, but... So you decided what, on a Thursday
On
or
a
something?
Thursday, and we got married on the Monday. So, you know, we did it our way.
Yep. It was an awesome wedding. It was just like, so we all went in our jeans and t-shirts and...
So did
It was fun. I mean, it would have been nice in the summer because then we would have, they would have been able to have family
We're
and
joking
stuff,
that we eloped to Winnipeg. We think we didn't understand the assignment very well. In Winnipeg in January.
Yeah.
But at least we have a fun story about it, and
Yeah.
we have a date that's easy to remember for what year we got married, because we got married on January 23rd of 2023.
Yeah.
So now we can hopefully keep track of our anniversary. This is quite sticky. It's a little more sticky than I expected. But it is what it is. I don't want to just taste it.
I was going to say.
You want to taste it?
I like it. I don't taste too cream cheesy.
Nope, it tastes like the mint meltaways, the candies that were always at Grandma's house in the candy dish.
Or back in the 70s where they had those loose mints at restaurants after dinner.
Yeah, and the after dinner mints, I guess they're called.
Yeah. Oh, they're good. That's good. It lifts off somehow. I just don't know. There you go.
It just has an opinion.
It's a Kevin's toy.
Yeah, it's just different than mine. This is the professional version. I have the standard version. But
yeah,
I've had mine for decades, so
Kevin doesn't understand. Kevin can't believe that we went that long without one.
So this is what our dough batter mixture looks like. So we're going to take a couple of glass bowls and separate it into those.
I think there was one of the food coloring that didn't have much in it, so I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough.
Oh, that we can make these whatever color we want. There's plenty of blue, plenty of yellow, red. Red's dying, so making purple might be a little more challenging. There's plenty of green. So I'm just kind of going to
And I could get some spoons to mix.
Put some into a bowl. Put some into another bowl. And like, I would be curious with this recipe if one could add the peppermint and flavorings later after you've split them out.
Oh,
in case you wanted to make different batches of different.
Yeah.
Like if we wanted a cinnamon one.
Yeah.
Or something.
I've had these stupid things forever, and I don't use them because when I do cake decorating, I use my gel.
And this recipe does call for gel, but you can use anything, I would expect. I don't see any reason.
Because I do have gel ones.
I don't like how unbalanced this seems to be on the countertop.
I do have gel ones, and I have like pinks and different colors. But we can, if you would prefer to use those. No. Okay.
I realized when we were packing up the kitchen for working on the remodel that I have 3 boxes of standard color food coloring and a box of the neon food coloring.
Oh my goodness.
So I realized I will not need food coloring for the rest of my life. Unless I plan on like taking cake decorating in a serious way.
Yeah. I like cake decorating, but it's not something I would do like regularly. Like I don't mind doing the occasional cake, and I enjoy it. But
although if you have a KitchenAid mixer, I highly recommend getting the KitchenAid spatula that is the same rounded edge as the pan. it makes cleaning out your pans so much easier.
Yeah.
So if you're a KitchenAid user and you wonder, is it worth it? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
At least in Katie's opinion.
Yeah. I mean, these would have been cute to wait until April and make them for Easter, but I wanted to make them.
There's nothing that says we can't make them again.
Exactly.
There is no rules to this.
Katie and I gotta get as much crafting and baking and all that kind of stuff in the next few months before she moves away. I'm gonna have to start going swimming by myself.
On those days, you'll have to drop Kevin off at work.
I know.
Or see if he has a friend that can pick him up. Phone a friend in the queues.
Well, Tammy works in the same building.
Yeah.
So we could always ask her too, right? And
Yeah.
she lives right next door, so.
I'll clean that up.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. We'll clean up after. Not a big deal. Brody's like, clean up? I heard the word clean up.
So what we have now are
three
three bowls of dough.
Let's do this.
So I'm gonna do a green one.
I'll do blue.
Okay, and then maybe a purple.
Sure.
So we'll use what's left. Actually, there may not be much we can get out of the red.
No. I thought maybe
So we'll just do
don't
yellow,
worry.
green, and blue and
Yeah.
call it good.
How many drops are we supposed to do?
It says 3 to 6.
There, I did 6.
And really, I just put some drops in and go from there. But that's how I roll with food coloring.
Oh, jeepers. This job's not very good when you got arthritis in your hands.
But much better to do it now before this cools in the refrigerator for a period of time.
Oh, jeepers.
And then you occasionally find that pod of...
Okay, I'll let you give it one more. Pardon me. My hand cramps up so quickly, so I just do my best. I noticed peeling potatoes is really hard on my hand.
So it looks like, is the red leaking? Or there was some on the bottle?
Maybe, yeah.
Because I have a bunch of red on my hand and I'm like, I'm not bleeding.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be that way for a while.
Let me do one more. So what's the next step?
So it says, cover with plastic wrap and chill in the refrigerator for an hour.
Oh, all right. Well,
So we'll take you back
yeah.
once we have these chilled.
So,
Welcome back, everybody. So, we have, our dough has now been pulled out of the fridge. We have prepared a dish of powdered / icing sugar, depending on your preference of what you'd like to call it, or confectioner sugar. Let's pick the flavors of the day. We have taken a scoopful of the dough and are making it into small balls that have a diameter of about 1/2 to 2/3 of an inch. They're getting balled up. Then we are taking that nice small ball, rolling it in powdered sugar, and then I'm finding that our powdered sugar is pretty stiff, so I am shaking it out in my hand, which is making this rather messy for me. So then I am taking them and setting them over inside some baking cups or cupcake liners, whatever you'd like to call them.
Now, it did say to put it on parchment paper, but
we're opting for individual wrappings for each of them. So I am just shaking them here.
just because I have them.
It's a good way to get rid of them. I'm going to hand Kelly a bunch of the dough so she can continue making those, and I am... This says that it makes 112 or so. The recipe did say to use a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop and then cut that ball in half so that each one is about 1/2 tablespoon of dough. So if you're more precise in measuring, that's a good way to go. So once these balls are like this, and they are set out into a container, the expectation is that you will then take a fork and press down the tops of them the same way you might do on a peanut butter cookie, or at least what my family did on peanut butter cookies, just a single press down with the tines.
Yeah, I think mine did that too.
That's pretty much the only cookie that was a must, and it always made it so that I knew which ones were peanut butter. I miss peanut butter cookies. I can no longer have them.
Well, you can have it with that...
with Wow Butter.
Wow Butter, right?
And Wow Butter does cook up very similar to regular peanut butter, but I still miss the taste of real peanut butter.
Yeah, for sure.
I know what I'm missing, and I think that's the biggest problem.
Exactly.
I mean, being able to eat peanuts for 30 years and then not being able to is sad.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go finish this up.
Again, Brody?
And we'll show you the next step. Okay, so Katie's been forking the dough. Kevin's gonna give us a taste test, and he's been sticking his nose up knowing there's cream cheese in them.
Yeah.
So you take one of those, it's fine.
We'll just refill the cup with another one.
Refill. No, you can't have it.
Brody, you've tried things today, and it's not your day for stomachs.
Are they? Yeah, I can't really taste cream cheese.
No.
No.
But well, okay, sorry, I'll retract that. I can taste it, but it's not. It's kind of like the cream cheese taste on a carrot cake.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not like hugely strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big mint person either. It's not bad, but not my
Not your go-to.
Not my go-to.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all mint?
Yes.
Yeah. We opted to put the flavoring in before we mixed the colors in. So.
All right,
It's
Katie,
still-
give us your opinion.
Yeah,
Try them.
it tastes good. Sweet.
It's just like a soft after dinner mint.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what I taste.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe it'll be interesting when it's hardened a bit.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to refrigerate them again for like 4 hours or something. My
Good.
phone's over there that has the directions.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. All right. Well, there's another Crafting with Kelly and Katie. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.